so wonderful. It's like iCarly.
I've never seen that show.
So the thing about iCarly is that
Interesting. It's like that, you know?
So the thing about iCarly is that they put it on Nickelodeon many years ago.
Yeah.
And it was produced by a child predator. And then
that's not funny, but sure.
And then they canceled it because all of the actors on it grew tired.
Right.
And then they rebooted it on Paramount Plus.
Right.
A couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And it was good because they just let them cuss. And otherwise the show's basically the same.
Wait, they cuss on that show?
Yeah.
Miranda Cosgrove can cuss?
Yeah, they can cuss.
Wow.
They say shit.
So she's at her computer and she's doing that bit. She gets a big diet.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cum bucket. And then that's like the end of the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Freddie comes out and says, do any of these fuckers just kind of pop out of the wall?
Oh, my God. I can't believe that. I didn't know that they could do that.
They can cuss. You can
iCarly.
do anything on Paramount Plus because nobody watches it.
I don't watch it. I don't know why I said that.
Paramount Plus is the only reason I have it is so I can watch the National Women's Soccer League.
Oh, is that where that is?
That's where the rights are.
This is late lunch. This is late lunch. That's a green juice.
Green juice.
That's a green juice, but this is late lunch.
There she is. It's Miranda.
There she is. That's Miranda. We can't respond to what's on the screen. It is 5 minutes delayed.
Why? No, it's not. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, how's it going, everyone? We're back.
Welcome back.
This is our new studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're buying it from Todd. Does Todd know that?
Well, Todd doesn't have to know. That's and
is that how Manifest Destiny
Rhode
works?
Island, there's some eminent domain kind of stuff that you can do.
That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Remember when Todd came yesterday?
I'm glad you finished that sentence. Yeah. Yeah, like the owner of the place did like announce that he was going to stop by. And there is a really cursed, and I honestly wish we could take a camera back there. I don't think we can. We'll post it somewhere.
Well, no, you keep talking. You're
gonna think about it.
Yeah.
So there is a room where it's probably best to do podcast recording in there. Like what we were like, okay. He said to you that he needed to come pick up a bag that was by the front door.
Yes.
Okay. When he got here, apparently he did need that bag, I guess, but he also needed a poncho.
Because he was going on a canoe or some sort of boat adventure.
Yeah. And then that was in the closet in the room where we were recording a podcast. So he had to kind of squeeze in. And by the way, I meant to ask you about this.
Yeah, what's that?
Now, when we asked you yesterday if he knew that many people were going to be in the law.
Yeah, sure.
You said, yeah, I took care of it.
Okay. Where are we now?
What did he say to you when he got here?
Nothing. When he got here?
Yeah, when he got here, what did he say to you?
Nothing.
What?
When he left?
Yeah, when he left.
When he left, he said, "Thanks for letting me grab my gear. Sorry for the intrusion. Was a bit surprised by the crowd. Anything I should be concerned about? Jeez. Ellipsis." To which I replied, "Hey, no worries. Only 2 people are sleeping here. Everyone else is in a hotel. We're just in the space during the day. Everything will be in its place." And he said, "Thanks for the reassurance. That's my primary home with all of my personal stuff in it, as you can probably tell. Everyone seemed nice, and you seem very responsible. So I'm going to go with..." I don't really understand. And he said, "I'm going to go with trust. Thanks again." And I said, "I totally get it. We appreciate you letting us into your home and won't do anything that we wouldn't do in our own."
That's not a high bar either.
It's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know that.
Anyway,
Todd's fine.
I also
Todd's
figured
not
out...
fine. Todd's a weird Red Sox pervert.
I figured out how we're going to do this. Funky, can you go to the stand-up room on in Chrome? And then I'm going to join stand-up, and I'm going to show everybody the
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a good workaround.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Thank you.
Wait, can you stream to stand up?
No, I'm just gonna join stand up on here, and then Funk is gonna join stand up on there,
And then what?
that's it. Then they're gonna put the window on here.
What are you doing in stand up?
I'm going to have my camera on,
Streaming or just sending a video?
sending a video.
So this is like a 10-minute process.
Well, no,
Go for it.
it's gonna take
No,
2
this is good.
seconds.
No,
I'm just gonna go in stand up.
All right.
I'm in stand up,
I'll sit here and entertain people while you do this. This is good.
and then I'm joining stand up. I've
Okay.
muted myself. I'm the
Sure.
first one here.
Okay.
And then Funke is looking at the computer monitor, kind of in shock,
Right.
looking directly at me, shaking no. Oh, you can't join it because I'm in here? Oh. Just click on the guy in the Oh, I'll just okay, watch this.
All right, this will be a 10-minute process.
No.
It's great.
Just is any Google account signed in there?
Hey, just so you know, chat, because I'm seeing a lot of like Captain Todd, like it's Captain.
Yeah,
Toad.
sure. Hey, just mute me.
Here.
No, don't put them together. Am I good?
No, the Fanbyte Cup is the event of the summer, but late lunch is not the starting event. Late lunch is its own very cool specific thing that's going to happen once and probably never again. And the Fanbyte Cup is the event of the summer, of course. If you want to read the literature about it, we did a Q&A over on the Fanbyte Twitter account. It was a couple days ago. Really good questions. We answered them very thoroughly. You can go see that. What have we been doing here in Rhode Island? I've never been to Rhode Island before. It's like a shittier Boston. Who could think, right? How could you get shittier than Boston? But it's kind of like that. There are some clams though. Clams are interesting in that they're little salty, sweet balls of mucus in a shell, which is kind of cool. It's interesting that an entire culinary culture has been kind of created from that. It's like, did you see the film The Lighthouse? It's like if The Lighthouse also voted Republican. Like, see, if you think about kind of what Rhode Island's deal is, that's kind of it. But the weather's been beautiful, which is amazing. I cannot believe how long this is fucking taken for Nikki to go take a video of this room. Yeah, the Fanbyte display name did change, Eli. That's true. That's a big deal. Nikki has returned, is uploading this video so you can see the amazing podcasting room that we've been in. It's a kind of a desperate situation, I would say. It's a little terrifying. Okay. Anyway, so we I can't. I wish I could do live commentary, but I can't because it's so delayed. But I'm gonna assume by now you could see there you go, the Red Sox and Cincinnati Reds paraphernalia. The Red Sox. Hey, lift up the Red Sox jersey. Show what's behind the Red Sox jersey. It. Yeah, no, it's wild. It's a wild place, and it's and yeah, this is just kind of the place we've been in. And it's nice. Like, listen, this is a nice home. It's got to be. We're doing the full tour. That's cool. Hey, what's up? Wow, it's like picture in picture, like AEW.
It's just like AEW. We'll be right back, but don't go anywhere. The wrestling will take
Fancy like bourbon steak and an Oreo shake. I'm an Alabama jammer. She's my Dixieland delight. Can you believe that they put the phrase Dixieland delight in a fucking... That commercial is racist as fuck. Is crazy. It's for Applebee's. But, like, do you think... I don't know who did that song. I have no idea.
No, I don't think it's a real song.
No, it is. It is.
It
It
is
is absolutely a real song.
Is it Florida Georgia Line?
That sounds close. But hey, Taylor, help us out. Who does that song? Okay, you're a country music expert.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1. Reba.
Yeah. No, Dixieland Delight is a famous song by Alabama. I get that.
No, but that's not what this track is.
That's not what that track. Well, it might have been.
Well, I don't know.
Alabama Jamma. She's my Dixieland Delight. So
Maybe.
I guess they're saying my girlfriend's like Alabama the band. I'm in a hurry to get things done, and I rush till life's no fun.
Never heard that song in my life.
Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, on the way over here, we got picked up by someone with a Blue Lives Matter air freshener.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, I have a lot of questions.
Now, I asked Taylor,
Yeah.
what do you think a Blue Lives Matter air freshener smells like?
Uh-huh.
What do you think it smells
Tears.
like? Tears?
Yeah. No, it probably just smells like new car scent.
Okay.
I have a question, though.
Yeah.
What shape was it?
It was just a flag.
Oh, okay, it was flag shape.
Thin blue line.
Thin blue line.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. All the way home. Dixieland Delight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's the song. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lyric video.
No, I would rather be shot.
Yeah. No, but like, do you think when I almost respect the grift though.
From Applebee's or from the people who wrote
from
the
the
track?
guy that wrote the song.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's probably sitting there like, man, this song fucking sucks. But
Yeah.
you know what I could do is
Yeah.
I could put a lyric in here about the bourbon steak and the Oreo shake from Applebee's.
Yes.
And I'm gonna get a big fucking check
Yeah.
in like 3 years. And that's exactly what happened.
It worked.
What song
What
would
song
you
would
write
I
to
write?
get that to happen? It's manifesting, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about manifesting.
I would just be like, I got a Ford Bronco and a Toyota GT86.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. That's the whole song.
The whole song.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
Toyota and Ford 3 years from now roll up
Is
with
there like
used cars to my home.
Is there like a 2-minute intro and then like a 2-minute outro? But
Yeah,
then
there's a
you're just
38
like,
measure intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's just those 2 lines.
Uh-huh.
And then, but it's as long as Freebird. And there's like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for producer Funke.
Yeah.
Funke, let me know when you've
I
got
can't
the
stress
ability
enough,
to speak.
We're a full like 2 minutes behind what we're seeing.
No, it's fine.
Yes.
What do you think Applebee's is?
It seems like a restaurant. They must serve a lot of pie.
A lot of pie?
Wow, that's a great answer.
That's a really good
It's-
answer.
It's not true, but it's
No.
a really great answer. I love that answer very much. I'm glad you asked that
Yeah.
question.
Interesting.
Interesting. And what kind of pie are they known for?
Apple.
Apple. I legitimately do not think they sell pie at Applebee's.
They don't. They don't.
How many times have you been to Applebee's?
I've been to Applebee's. I'm going to say twice in my life.
I've been 3 times. I know exactly why. The first time was one of the first earliest months of my time at Hofstra. Fuck that place. They were doing like 2 for Tuesday aperitifs.
Aperitifs?
Yeah. And
You
because
go in there and they're like, welcome to Applebee's. You want some aperitifs?
yeah, I said
They go,
yes. Give me all of those pretzel sticks.
Yeah.
And then the second time was for that again, and then the third time was when they were doing dollar margaritas in like 2018.
Dollar margarita.
$1 margaritas. The first two hit, and then the rest of them were water.
Yeah.
Which I think how they cut you
I
off.
think that's how they do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
No, Xenophon, you're talking about Chili's 2. Chili's 2 is the airport one. You're not going to get the full Chili's experience at DIA.
You're not. No, you'll get a cut-off experience. You can't get a molten chocolate cake.
Right, but is it the same, right, if you're not playing solitaire on the grossest Android tablets you've ever interacted with in your life?
There are two things that you can do that'll get you sicker than anything faster. One is bowling while eating finger food, and the other is playing the games on the Chili screen.
Yeah.
Because you'll be in between bites of fajita.
Yeah. Which you're eating with your hands.
Monterey Jack bacon fajitas.
I got that fajita.
Fajitas. And then you're with your hand, and you touch the screen with your gross hand.
Yeah. And then you get SARS.
Yep. You do get SARS. It do be like that. I'm at the Chili's. I'm at the SARS distribution center. I'm at the combination Chili's and SARS distribution center.
That's fucked up.
You know what we almost did last weekend?
What?
Go to PAX. Can
you imagine
if we had done that? If we had gone to PAX?
I remember writing that statement where we were like, hey, this event shouldn't be happening, so we're not going.
Yeah.
And then there was backlash on Twitter from people being like,
Yeah, they were like, this is a little holier than
yeah,
thou.
why are you like,
Right.
the fuck,
Look
was
what
I
happened.
right?
Look what happened.
Was I right or was
Listen,
I right?
I was about to say I'm not one for taking a victory lap. But
Fire up those engines, boys, you know.
But yeah, we were really right on that one. PAX was a fucking ghost town.
Fucking, like, I would have rather been at DashCon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
because the thing about DashCon, right, is that it's a moment in history.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Like Secret Base is gonna do a rewinder.
Yes.
On DashCon, right?
Yes.
This is going to be a blip
This will be a blip
in the history, and then like
they'll act like this never happened.
exactly. That's the worst part,
that's
right?
the worst
because
part.
hundreds, maybe even dozens of people paid full price.
Yeah.
To go to this event this
Right.
calendar year.
Yes. I apparently follow some people.
That's
who
tough. I don't. Why are you telling on yourself like this?
No. They're friends of friends from a long time ago.
Sure.
They live
yeah,
in
put
Seattle.
as much distance
They're
as
always.
possible.
I don't know them.
They found the tickets on the ground.
I don't know them. They said they were happy it was 9/11 today. I don't know what that means. But it's like there's people like, oh, I go every year, and that's a cool event. And they were really upset, and I'm just like, well, that's kind of on you.
That's on you. You knew.
Namco band, like they released. That was the funniest thing.
That
Is that they
fucking
released
map.
the full list,
Yeah.
like 2 days before, which is
Yeah.
sign number one that there's a problem. And the biggest display people there were fucking Namco Bandai,
Yeah.
I think.
At least E3 2019 had the decency to not tell you that blue space was going to exist until after you walked in.
Yeah. That was a good chill space, though.
It was.
Yeah.
Fucked up my knee there.
You did, yeah. Yeah. You did.
Interacted with a man I didn't want to for much longer than I had to. Works at our company.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Who amongst us?
Papa John's, you know. Do they have any panels at this one? Do you think they would have given us a panel at this one? Or do you still think that we would have been...
I think we got...
Do you think we've kind of burned our bridge?
Yeah, I think we burned our bridge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, do you think the bridge was burned when Danielle said founder of the feast or when we wrote the article?
We were fucking clowning on Tycho for like a full
Tycho Brahe, yeah, for the
5
last
minutes
15 minutes of the show.
Yeah, which I want to say that was my idea.
Yeah.
I want to blame it on someone else a little bit, but I think it was me that started
Yeah,
that.
it probably sounds right. Now that one we can check. That is online.
That is online. We can't check that.
I think just next, in PAX West is never going to happen again, right? Obviously, everyone knows that. But I think we should just counter program.
Did you say PAX West is never going to happen again?
Yeah, not until next year.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that we should counter program them
Okay.
next year.
All right. Oh, just have our own facts.
Yeah, have a fax.
Okay.
We could call it Vax. And we could vaccinate people for COVID-22.
Fuck. Yeah. We're getting COVID-22 next year?
Yeah, it's coming.
They skipped 3 years?
Yeah, they skipped 3 years.
Wow.
They didn't.
So they just did roster updates for the past 2 years.
Yeah, the roster updates. But they did what everyone wanted, right?
Yeah.
Like, they were like, we're not going to improve the mechanics of the game. You just want to be able to get LeBron, like an updated version of LeBron. We rescanned his face. And
updated version of LeBron doing what? Having COVID?
Having COVID, yeah, from when he had COVID in March.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
Hair?
No, that was unrelated.
That was unrelated. Okay.
That was something unrelated.
God, I can't.
He did have COVID though.
How much does it cost?
Facts?
No. COVID-22.
Oh, COVID-22, $60 still.
60? All right, that's good. Can you upgrade it on PS5?
No, you can't. No.
I have to buy a separate version.
You have to buy a separate version. Yeah, it's $30.
God,
But
fucking
here's
smart
the thing.
delivery. Xbox shoots the COVID straight into my face. God damn.
Yeah, the disk drive. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it's for. Why do you think there are so many holes on the top of the Series X? It's a mister.
Feels like my plan to get everyone an Xbox.
Yeah. Speaking of smart delivery, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It was 2 years ago.
On this exact day.
On the I mean, it was around then.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, it was in December.
Oh, well, it's within a quarter.
With it. Exactly how people count time.
You were prognosticating what's coming up with the console war because we had basically just heard about the Series X and PS5 2 years ago, and you gave a series of predictions. Why don't you tell us what those were?
The primary predictions that I made were that Sony would get complacent because they do that every time they decidedly win a generation.
Right.
And I said that they would somehow fuck up getting video games to people, which should be the easiest part of being a video game company. Yeah. And Microsoft was going to just put their heads down and be like, it's Netflix.
Yeah.
And then, folks.
That's exactly what happened.
That was right. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah. Oh. You were exactly right.
I was 100% correct. I've never been more correct in my life.
Yeah, we just saw like a bunch of new games announced this past week.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them were not actually for PS4 and PS5. They were PS5 exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them still are, like God of War and the fucking Horizon game. Yeah, wild that they're announcing so many games for a thing that nobody can fucking buy.
Nobody can buy it.
Now, that has sold 10 million consoles.
Yeah. Who?
Anecdotally, I don't think that's true.
No. I know 1, 2, 3 people who own a PlayStation 5.
Uh-huh.
And then everybody else I know works in games.
Yeah.
I don't know any people with a PlayStation 5.
I don't either. I think it's... Paul Ryan? No, not Paul Ryan.
No, Paul Ryan. No. Paul Ryan. What did Paul Ryan say about the PlayStation 5? No, John. Hey, John, what did the former governor of Wisconsin?
He said PS5s don't have rights, which I think is weird.
It's fucked up.
I think it's really fucked up.
It's fucked up of Paul Ryan to say.
Jim Ryan.
Hey.
I invite Jim Ryan to correct the record.
Yeah.
But I think you're lying.
Damn.
I'm going straight down the barrel.
Straight down the fucking barrel.
Jim, I think you're lying. I don't think 10 million people own a PlayStation 5.
Jim, send me another PlayStation 5 to prove that you're telling the truth.
That's a good, yeah.
If you're telling the truth, you'll send me another
Prove the supply, Jim.
Yeah.
That's
There's no, he won't. That's the thing.
Because they haven't sold 10 million.
They haven't sold 10 million. Now, here's something interesting. Steven Strom in the room. Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Do you mind coming over here for me really fast? Steven Strom, everybody.
First ever appearance on.
No. Why am I not on the
Why
in the
am I
mirror?
not here?
Steven, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When was the last time, not including, well, we can say it because the embargo's up. Before, not including Deathloop, when was the last time you turned on your PlayStation 5?
Like 5 minutes before I played Deathloop.
Okay, prior to that.
I played a lot because I played the Final Fantasy XIV PS5 update.
For
that.
Anything that we should know about Final Fantasy XIV?
There's a new vertical coming to Fanbyte.com that is yet to have a name announced yet.
Called Final Fantasy 15.
It's called Final Fantasy 15. Nikki has just spoiled it for everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
As we cover that game. Oh, look into the camera.
You only do what?
Yeah, so I've been playing. Like that's mostly what I use my PS5 for right now, though. Is just like playing like
The
games.
PS5 4?
Yeah, the PS54.
Holy
you crack
shit.
it open like a crystal in that old PlayStation 2 commercial. You sniff it, and suddenly you're in Final Fantasy 87. Yeah. But before that, it was Ghost of Tsushima, which is another game I played for coverage.
Yeah, great. Cool.
Like if you include new games.
John, when was the last time you turned on your PlayStation 5?
I've been playing God of War for the past 2 weeks,
Okay.
but before that,
It's
been a while.
I hadn't, before 3 days ago, when I started Ghost of Tsushima, I hadn't turned my PlayStation 5 on in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
The last video game before Ghost of Tsushima that I put any real time into was Returnal.
Yeah.
That was in March.
Yeah.
I didn't finish that game because it's not good.
Whoa. Wow.
I actually just booted up Returnal again,
Yeah.
like a couple weeks ago. I like it, but
I think it feels fine. I'd want saves.
yeah, that's the thing. Is I booted it up a couple weeks ago, and they still haven't all that stuff
Yeah,
they talked about.
I'm-
Maybe adding saves. They did
Yeah,
not
I'm
add
past. I'm past that age where.
Do you think it's because they maybe like they sold a good amount, but not like a great amount of copies?
A day's gone.
Maybe they were like, oh, maybe the support's not coming.
They bought
They
that
did buy that studio,
Yeah, what the
though.
fuck are you gonna do?
Good point.
Returnal 2 again.
Yeah, I mean, but that was such a flash in the pan, though. That game.
Yeah, because it wasn't good.
Well.
Okay, sure. Is it on your top 10?
Nope.
Okay. Steven, is it on your top 10?
Probably not.
Okay, Funky, is it on your top 10? Okay.
Oh wow! All right, funky. What about
Paul,
what
is it
about
on
you,
your top
Paul?
10?
I don't have PS5.
So
I don't
no?
have PS5,
okay.
yeah, we-
Taylor, is it on your top 10? Okay,
All
so
right,
it's
so
a no.
no.
So for most people in this room, it's not on the top 10 list.
I think Funky's got to play maybe 2 more games before it gets off the list. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, Funky-
Between now and December 31st, I think Funky is gonna play 2 better games than Returnal. That's like a big prediction.
Yeah, brilliant.
John's bold prediction for 2021: Funky will play 2 more games that are better than Returnal.
I'm trying to think. Okay. We're going to pick 5 games that are coming out, and we have to determine whether or not they're going to be better than Returnal.
Okay.
Pokemon Shining Diamond and Sterling Pearl, whatever the fuck those are.
I don't like those games, so I'm gonna say no.
Guardians of the Galaxy, which comes out tomorrow.
I'm gonna also say I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Deathloop.
Yes. Forza Horizon 5.
Forza Horizon 5.
Yes.
That's it. That's 5 games. We did it.
I think that was 4.
No. I was like looking at my hand, and then I went, yeah, it's 5.
That's 5.
I can't think of another game that comes out this year.
Can anyone else? No.
So nobody has any other ideas for games.
It's another game.
Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. That's an expansion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
Eastward?
be
That's
better.
probably gonna be
That's
better
probably
than
gonna be
Returnal.
better.
Eastward drops. Like this
Eastward.
week.
Eastward will be better.
Moonglow Bay.
I think Eastward will be better. Oh, okay.
Is that game coming out? Yeah, it got a release date recently. Oh, what am I thinking of? Volcano High. That's different.
Oh,
That game's
Goodbye
never
Volcano.
coming-
That
yeah,
game's
never coming out.
Is that
Yeah.
our second bold prediction?
Yeah, that game-
All right, I think Funky will play 2 better games. I also think Goodbye Volcano High is
Game's never coming out. Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
Returnal looks really good, though, is the thing, you know?
Yeah, but it's like an arcade game.
It is.
That's what it is.
I would feel better if I had to put quarters into the PlayStation to play it, I think.
What if you had to do that and the way PlayStation told you to get better is that you can only put a finite amount of coinage into the PlayStation before it just stops?
You already have to return
it.
it.
Just blocks it. Yeah. It's just like you have to get better. Now you have to give us another $500.
I still think that there should be more games that uninstall themselves off of your box if you fail.
Oh,
in
okay.
them.
Like Steel Battalion.
Is that what Steel Battalion
Steel
did?
Battalion would like erase your save completely.
That rules. More games should do that.
Yeah.
I just think that it's like a...
Well, there was a mode that allowed you to do that. Yeah.
Oh, Steven, you're free to go if you would like. Thank you.
Thank you, Steven.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you that
Thank
you were
thank
allowed to
you.
leave.
We have not practiced the graceful way of letting someone
No.
leave.
Andrew, rest in peace, you know?
Oh, Andrew.
We miss you, bud.
Miss you, bud. Well, he's
Wherever you are.
He's not dead.
Wherever he is. Westwood.
He's in Westwood.
Hades, a lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
I stopped myself from playing it because it came out on Game Pass, and then I looked at it and was like, oh, I'm going to play this one again.
Yeah.
And then I had to uninstall it to stop myself
From playing
from
it?
playing it because there are other games that I need to play.
Okay. So you get in real deep with Hades when you
It's
start.
because it's a good video game. It's
Yes.
kind of the reasoning.
Some would say it was the best video game of 2020.
Interesting. I wish anybody had told me about it.
I wish like someone had told us about that video game before it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
I
would've
just
been really cool.
It would have been nice to have like a video game angel on our shoulders.
Yeah, or like a podcast I could listen to
like a
every week.
podcast that's like just about like good games that are in early access. That would have been neat.
That would've been
but
really neat.
Instead, total fucking surprise that this game ruled.
Yeah. From an indie studio, from a man named Greg. No one's ever heard of him before.
Oh man,
He used to run a small website
Game
called
over Greggy making video games. Wrong one?
Well, that's the wrong one.
all right.
That's no Steffi.
Kasavin.
Greg Kasavin
Kasavin.
ran a small website called GameStop.com for a little while.
Nope.
GameInformer.com.
Nope. You were closer the first time.
GameFAQs.com.
You're actually pretty close on that one, but one more time. One more again.
Screens.com.
Yeah, that's it. Greg Kasavin with screens.com. He did run that place.
Nets. Greg Kasavin.
Yep.
When do you think Hades 2 is going to come out?
I don't think it will. I think Supergiant is going to stand firm and not make a direct sequel to one of their games. They will be really tempted to do it with this one, but I don't think that they will. I think it's more likely that they'll add some additional content to this game than it will that they'll make a direct sequel. And that's going to frustrate the fuck out of people, but like that's how they do. Like Bastion was good. Bastion was really good. Like it kind of came out and people were like, "Where's Bastion 2?" And instead of making Bastion 2, they made Transistor, and Transistor was also really good. So they just keep doing that. They keep making a new thing that people want, an old thing, but then the new thing is mostly better than the last thing. Now you don't like my answer, but
No.
So what do you want to see out of Hades 2?
Just more a second one, you know?
Just a. You're like they don't pay me to make the games.
just kind of like a second Hades.
No,
I feel like
that's right.
a
A second
Hades.
Hades.
I guess what do you do in a Hades 2, you know?
You would do the same thing, and like that's the thing is that like they have made these experiences that if you go back, if you think I'm gonna do roughly the same thing again, I think you realize why they don't come back to it because these are relatively simple games with intersecting systems.
Sure.
And they layered a big narrative on top of it in this one, and I think that was cool. But it's I don't think you could go back.
What if you fought Moses, though?
Moses.
Yeah.
So, like, okay.
Like
So,
what?
like,
Like what
what's-
if Moses gave
So
you?
what I'm hearing
some
you
boons,
say
you know?
is kind of like you're taking the God of War approach where Kratos leaves.
Yeah.
It's kind of a reverse God of War.
Yeah, War of
because
God.
they made up a guy, Kratos, to go into the Greek stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
now into the Norse stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
you're saying is that I'm not saying Moses is a made up guy, but I am saying that you're saying let's take the Greek mythology
Yeah.
and have it fight Moses. Now, what's kind of the
end game
Well,
there?
what's the inciting incident? You have to have one of those like
They just
kick off a
collide,
narrative.
you know.
They collide. Now, why are they colliding?
Get too
though?
high.
So Zach,
Mount Olympus grows mountain, right? Mountains are always growing. A lot of people don't know this because the Earth is constantly moving like
shoving
this.
them outward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, get high enough, Christian heaven.
Christian heaven. So Moses is in Christian heaven, even though the
Where do you think Moses is,
well,
John?
there was no Christianity when the Christian heaven when Moses.
Oh,
was
you don't
around.
think they retroactively let
Do you
Moses
think they
in?
did a merger? Did they do a merger? They did a fucking heaven merger.
Yeah, they did a heaven merger.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of floors now.
That's awesome. All right, so Mount Olympus grows too big.
Mm-hmm.
Moses is like, "Fuck this," and then what? Kills Zeus. What happens?
Nah, Moses could never kill Zeus.
Right?
Are you
so
kidding me?
I guess I'm just trying to.
Well, okay,
see,
well, what if
is
Moses
Moses
is the
a great
Zag?
fighter? Oh,
No.
what if Moses
is
Zagreus?
the Zag? Yeah.
So okay, so he's fighting the plagues of Egypt.
One by one, and there's a whole sequence where he has to punch a bunch of bugs out of the air.
Punch a bunch of bugs out of the air.
Just kind of swinging.
Okay.
Just like connecting.
Yeah.
with-
All right. So you want Supergiant's next game to be Moses versus the Bugs? That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I
All
want.
right. That's cool. Hey,
Moses
Greg,
could kill
Hey, Greg,
Poseidon.
we're not going to talk about this anymore because there are too many good ideas. If you want to, my email is jwarren@fanbyte.com. Let us know if you want to collab on Moses versus
Yeah.
the Bugs. We have some pretty good ideas. There's a cool attack where two big tablets just circle around Moses.
Whoa, as a
and
shield.
slap fucking
Whoa,
bugs out of
that's
the
really
air.
cool.
It's really good.
Do you think that I fucking forgot. It's gone.
Do you think what?
I don't remember.
Well, there's some good questions here. Moses could kill Poseidon.
That's true. Make all the water leave.
Move all the water. That's great. Merit also correcting the record. Jewish people don't go to Christian heaven. I think that's like a that's
Is
why.
that like a core tenant?
I mean, yeah, I think
You don't think he's got like a pass?
no,
though?
I think no. But no. I don't think so.
You
I
don't think
think
he's got a
Moses
pass?
went to a very specific place.
Fine.
Okay, Moses could beat Poseidon. Yes, Moses can summon his white giant whale. I don't know the Bible well enough.
No, Moses has a giant whale. It's from Pinocchio.
Will Val Kilmer do the voices? Val Kilmer's like almost dead, so I doubt it. Play as Samson. Your hair gets longer. Okay. Earth Defense Force mount. Yeah, no. I don't know. Does Moses make the big boat?
When after Moses. Yeah, that was Moses. That was his thing. Do you think after,
Below deck on Bravo with Moses.
when Moses did the Red Sea, you remember that?
Yeah, he parted it.
Do you think that like the next week he was like, "All right, show me the next biggest body of water. I want to see if I can do it."
Yeah, I
Like
do.
how? Like, do you think?
I think it's like lifting.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
how?
yeah,
like
yeah.
how much? What's the biggest body of water that you think Moses parted?
Oh, the Red Sea's pretty big.
Yeah. How big is the Red Sea?
I think he went. I think he tried the Indian Ocean.
Do you? Okay. So here's the thing, right?
That's the smallest ocean.
It is the smallest ocean, but
Also, hold on.
what's up?
Why are there different oceans? It's all one body of water.
Well, is it though?
Yes, it is.
I know it is, but like, is it though?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You're just gonna call the whole thing the Pacific
if
Ocean,
you,
though?
If you, let's say,
yeah, I know it's all connected.
Hold on. I'm saying if you have a TV tray
Yeah,
and you fill it to the brim with water,
yeah,
the brim.
yeah.
There's no separation at the surface
Yeah,
where
yeah,
the
yeah.
water is.
Surface tension.
Is that one body of water or is it many?
It's
'Cause
one body of water.
Okay, but the TV tray things don't separate the water, even though it sits on top of the TV tray dividers.
You're right.
That's like the ocean,
It's like the ocean, but here's the thing: by that logic,
right?
it would just be America.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like
What do you
North and
mean?
South America are connected.
Oh, sure. Well,
So
no,
it would
those
just
are
be-
socio-political lines.
Right. Okay. So how is this different?
The ocean has no socio-political agenda.
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
ocean doesn't. What? Who rules the ocean?
Poseidon.
Okay, so you think Poseidon has some sort of
Governing
governing body?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Where do you think maritime law comes from?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
When was the last time you were on a boat?
It was probably when I crashed it into the canals. You remember that story? I took my wife Ann out to Long Beach, and we rented a little electric boat, and I drove it, and we went to these canals. It was very windy, and we just had like 3 slow motion boat wrecks.
Good.
We crashed into the side of a rather large yacht, and it made a crunching sound.
That's good.
There was a group of kayakers laughing like so hard I thought they were going to die that they saw us do that. I've never been in a boat since then, and I probably never will. I'm terrified of being in a boat now.
That makes sense. Boats are scary.
I will probably be in a boat in 2 weeks. I'm going to Kiowa Islands, and we'll probably go on a boat.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
I think the last time I was on a boat I was in Colorado.
Yeah.
It was one of them.
Is there a lot of water in Colorado?
No, but they got lakes.
They got lakes. Yeah.
So
They're high lakes. Isn't that weird?
they are really high. It's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Colorado, I think, is one of the most fucked up places
It's a
in
weird
the world.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was dying the first night I slept in Colorado.
Yeah. That's how it gets you.
I was like,
There's literally not enough air up there.
there's not.
Like people aren't supposed to be there.
No. Now it took a day for me to just get used to that.
Yeah.
But that
people
first
live
day,
there.
No.
People run and shit there.
No.
Like do sports. Peyton Manning at the age of like 138
Yeah.
moved to Denver.
Right.
Won a Super Bowl.
Right. And then defeated Papa John in ritual combat to take over the business.
And then lost to Shaq.
And then lost to Shaq, which like, duh.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Is that maybe the best pivot that
Yeah.
you've seen a business make?
Yeah.
It's just kind of being like,
Shaq owns it now.
yeah, Shaq basically owns Papa John's completely. So
If
smart.
it wasn't going to be a difficult legal proceeding, we would just call it Shaq's Pizza.
Shaq's Pizza, yeah.
But he does legitimately own Pizza Shack. Yeah, you're right.
Pizza Shack. Yeah, you're right. Why did we say Shaq's Pizza?
Can we take that one again?
Okay, can we take that again, Funky?
Can you go back?
Yep.
Let
Let's
us know
go
when
back.
we're good.
We good? All right.
Okay.
Shaq's Pizza
Shaq's
is great.
Pizza. Yeah, I love Shaq's Pizza. It's fucked up because they've got the Shaq-a-roni, you know,
Right.
which to me implies a macaroni meal.
That does also, yeah.
But it's just a pepperoni
yeah.
pizza.
It should be
what's got a-
shepperoni, but then it
Shepperoni.
doesn't
That
really
doesn't
work
make any
either.
sense either.
Right. Yeah. Pepperoni. Pepperoni.
Yeah, it's way better.
Fuck.
It's
That's
way
really
better.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's way better. Do you think how many people? I feel like no one said the word Shaquille O'Neal in a
really long time. It's always just Shaq.
It's just Shaq now.
They-
Like Prince.
I feel like old videos when he played for the Orlando Magic, they would, it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
But once it was like 95, 96,
was just Shaq.
it was just Shaq.
Like, what was the movie he was in?
Blue Chips?
Kazam?
Oh, that one. Sure. Yeah.
RoboCop?
Nope. Kazam.
Kazam? What does the poster say? Does it say Shaq or Shaquille O'Neal?
It says
It says
Shaq.
Shaq is Kazam?
Shaq is Kazam.
Kazaa.
Kazaa.
Do you think that's why?
LimeWire.
What was
Carfax.
the difference between LimeWire and FrostWire?
I don't know. I don't know what FrostWire is.
Paul, do you know? Fuck. Anybody? Does anybody in chat know?
We'll find out in 5 minutes.
Yeah. I just think that, like, FrostWire had a better logo, even though it was just a LimeWire
I
logo.
don't remember
blue.
FrostWire at all.
I just, like,
It
was the
there a
same.
different internet that
No.
I never.
I
even
mean, the
heard of it?
kids' internet. What's up, Taylor? For LimeWire.
Container for LimeWire.
Oh, I see. I mean, I don't know. I've never stolen any music. But like I just like heard a lot about Lime and FrostWire.
Right, because you have an interest in the legality of those.
Exactly. I'm just really invested in kind of like music streaming and music downloading. Like I love Napster.
You're one of Lars Ulrich's trusted friends.
Yeah. I love Napster.
Yeah.
I love that Napster's gone.
Right. You know what's cooler than $1 million?
$2 million.
$1 billion.
Oh.
Because that's like what the guy said.
Oh, it's like the 3 commas guy.
Uh-huh.
In Silicon Valley.
Oh, I don't know. I never saw that show.
It was good for like 2 seasons.
Isn't it weird that that guy died like right after the first season?
Which guy?
The head guy of the company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was after season 2.
No.
It was first season?
It was after the first season.
Damn, it's fucked up. That show was good for exactly 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And then
everyone figured out Thomas Middleditch is a creep.
Yeah, and also like they stopped being able to. They ran into the Parks and Recreation issue a little bit.
Yeah, what's that?
Where like they couldn't keep up with the climate.
Right.
Like they were making the flavor of parody that they were doing at some point they were going like this, and then at some point it crossed over.
Sure.
And then like once you get past that horizon, you can't come back.
Yep.
And that was when Parks and Rec was like, "Fuck it, we'll just have Joe Biden on."
Yeah, we'll have Joe Biden.
Like whatever. Like there's gonna be a whole segment where Amy Poehler is just gonna give fucking what was the dude that died's name? Bad at War prisoner. John McCain just give him the biggest high five possible. Give him the biggest high five possible. That Parks and Rec COVID special was weird.
Said Bad at War prisoner.
There, and I'm not wrong.
Where's the COVID special on Parks and Rec? As they did this with fucking
it was on
Father
Zoom.
of the Bride.
Yeah,
too.
it was that situation.
Oh my God, that's a nightmare. Why did anyone think that those were good ideas? I guess the same reason they thought that Imagine video would be good.
Yeah. Remember at the beginning of the pandemic when Jim Office
Why did we make the Imagine video?
I didn't make shit.
No. I'm having like a weird. I'm like smelling almonds or something.
It was for COVID.
It was for COVID.
Yeah.
That feels like it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, no, it was.
It was
last
like
year.
19 months ago.
It was at the end of last year.
No.
Was it the beginning of the pandemic?
Yes, it had to have been the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah, tell me when Gal Gadot posted that fucking nightmare video.
Damn, you know what's fucked up?
What?
That movie, what's got Gal Gadot in it, but also The Rock is in it. But also The Rock is in it. And Jesus
Ryan Reynolds?
Christ, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
If Gal Gadot wasn't in it, that would be a fun movie. You know what the premise of that one is?
I don't, actually.
The Rock is the FBI, and he's doing art. He's trying to save art from being stolen by Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot.
Oh, okay.
And then The Rock traps Ryan Reynolds and is like, I'm sending you to jail unless you help me catch Gal Gadot. And then Gal Gadot's whole thing is she's still trying to steal art. So then it's like a buddy thing.
It's a buddy thing.
But like Ryan Reynolds and
Why
The
did
Rock.
Ryan Reynolds betray Gal?
I think because he was going to go to jail. I think he got caught.
So he's just kind of a rat.
Yeah. Oh no, Ryan Reynolds a rat. Can you believe?
Well, listen. Like you go from chimichangas to being a rat. It's like it's.
Can you believe?
Whiplash. Yeah.
See, that movie's coming out. You excited for Deadpool 3?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's 2024 though. You're not excited for the third Deadpool.
I'm not.
Why?
I don't think those. I'm not interested in those films.
You're excited? Funky's so excited for Deadpool 3, they just raised both of their hands and showed me all 10 of their fingers.
Wow, that's amazing.
They want a 10th Deadpool film.
A 10th Funky, you want first of all, you think there's no better video game than Returnal, and you want 10 Deadpool films?
You want 10 more Deadpool films?
Wow, that's unbelievable.
That's incredible. Taylor?
I have the date for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
what
Oh,
was the date?
March 19th, 2020. 4 days before my birthday last year.
March?
When John pointed out, We Can't Get You Out of My Head is released.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
March 19th, 2020.
Wow.
They both came out on the same day.
Wow.
Damn.
That's incredible.
Can you believe that Gal Gadot no-scoped how bad this was going to get? I'll credit where credit's due.
Yeah, she did.
Like, the
She was ahead of
Imagine
the
video
curve.
feels like a thing that would have come out 2 weeks ago when a bunch of new lockdown stuff was happening. And like, that's,
you're right.
That's when everyone gets, like, the poison
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
Gal got that poison brain, like, immediately.
Were we still at work? Had it literally been 9 days?
No, we had been home for, like, 9 days when that came out.
Damn. Remember when Rudy Gobert touched all those microphones?
I mean...
Remember how Rudy Gobert was the most important man in America?
In America.
In the entirety of America, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is the reason we stopped going to work.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yep.
They're going to have,
Honestly,
in history books...
bless them.
In history books, children are going to have to watch MP4s of Rudy Gobert going...
I know. It's true. It's true. I can't believe that.
I do remember the No More Lockdowns James Corden video.
I don't remember anything James Corden does. Is there one? All right. So one celebrity we could send back to England.
James Corden.
James Corden.
What? It's not even a fucking question. It's James Corden.
Okay.
Is Graham Norton still alive?
Yeah. But
you think
he's
you think
over
we're waiting
there,
for? Oh, well, but he's got to die soon, right?
I don't know if he has to die soon.
But do
I
you
don't
think
he's that old?
But do you think that's what James is waiting for?
That's what the trajectory is. But he's not. He's not as interesting as Graham Norton, though.
Is Graham Norton interesting?
No.
Okay, so
So I'm saying
one in,
like,
one out. What's the
he's
difference?
he's somewhere below the Graham Norton interest.
Graham Norton throws stuff at people because I know James does that.
Yeah,
Like at children.
No, I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
Why do we keep giving that dude work?
I don't know. What if we just replace everything James Corden does with like Gordon Ramsay?
Weird Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
came around. I think he was like very popular, and then there was a period.
There was
of
a
time,
backlash.
Yeah, where it was like, oh, this dude's just kind of mean.
Right.
And then he disappeared for a little bit, and then he started replying to people's tweets, remember?
Right.
And then that was when he came back.
Right.
And now Gordon Ramsay's kind of like,
He's cool.
he's cool.
He's fine. Now there's some chat in the chat about Piers Morgan. I would send James Corden.
Yeah,
back.
easy.
Sorry.
I haven't thought about Piers Morgan in
I think Piers Morgan
years.
is more irrelevant, and I think most people realize he's as big of a scum bucket as he is. So like, that's not a big deal. James Corden is still getting work
and money
somehow.
He also keeps his studio way too cold.
Oh really?
So cold.
But it's pretty cold in those studios.
Fallon doesn't even keep his that cold.
Oh, see, I went to see Letterman,
colder
and
than
his studio
Fallon.
was very cold.
But that's to keep the bones kind
That's
of.
to keep his bones what?
Loose.
You would. That's not what cold does. It doesn't. The looseness doesn't come from the cold.
It's keeping the bones.
Does the looseness come from the gray, from the green, or the black?
Okay, so maybe it's not keeping his bones loose. It's keeping his skin taut
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
instead of sloughing
Yeah, that
off
makes more
from
sense.
the
That
heat.
makes more sense. Piers Corden. That's a terrible
No.
thought.
Get out.
God. Ugh. Well. Your shoes look like pimento cheese.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah, made them myself.
Are those the ones that are made out of trash?
Yeah, one of my 3 pairs of trash shoes.
That's
yeah.
fine.
It's not even in the fucking frame. Just freeze it. Just freeze frame it, and it'll come up.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul.
Is that it?
I feel like that's it. This has been late lunch for the 11th day of the September. The 11th day.
Do you remember? 11th.
September.
I just saw it. Damn. How are all of those people still alive in this video that's on the screen right now?
Because this was a coordinated. We talked about this
Plant,
on
yeah.
Friends Reunion. It's a fucking plant. I would have run him over. I would have run him down.
No court would have convicted you.
No court would have convicted me. Not even Judge fucking Judy would have convicted me.
They would have had video evidence, and they would have been like, "We can't prove."
They
that
would
it
have
was
thrown a
him."
parade like VE Day. If someone would just run James Corden down.
Anyway,
God. Anyway, this has been Late Lunch.
we'll be back on Wednesday.
We'll be back.